Did I owe you any question? Because I don't remember. Just checking.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Are we still doing the EPGP and series?
Wait, sorry?
Oh, wait, I do owe you one question, but it is not resolved because there's no answer key, right?
Oh, really?
The one with big N, small n.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because it clashes with the answer key, right? Is there any way that that is resolved by the teacher or something?
Hang on. This is what?
That's the last page. That's the last page.
Oh, no, the teacher won't go through this question, but I can ask her.
Maybe you just, screenshot your working or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Uh, so, are we still doing series and APGP today?
Okay, no, I managed to find some questions from like Hua Chong's tutorial because from my friend lah.
Wonderful.
But it seems like it's just similar to what I've tried before, like nothing very weird lah.
Nothing new, weird, or challenging lah.
No.
Right. So I guess if that is true for the series one, the Sigma one, then that's great. It's just that yesterday I have a feeling that you still are very uncomfortable with for example, when I use the S then the R, those kind of thing will kind of mess you up a bit. Right. So those kind of thing, I feel it's still worth if you encounter, the practices, they're great.
Yeah, I'm
and
trying
also,
to look for a question like
right. Okay. Understand. Then I'll keep a lookout also lah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then because I feel that is actually quite common, like they're not actually very rare. So okay. Then the APGP one, I think the APGP is the one with the loans and the banks and the deposits and all those stuff lah. The one
yes.
that you have to, or the ones with ball bouncing, then you have to conform. Those kind of things is also very, very, you don't like it lah. Let's just say lah. Right. So
but I think like if I see it in the exam, I should be able to do it if I like try it slowly.
You sure?
Because it's quite. I just need to get the formula right. Like the A and the common difference or the ratio.
Oh no, I don't mean that. I mean that's what you asked yesterday also, right? In page 9, right?
Oh no, I thought we were talking about money.
The money one, the money one, So because usually it starts with forming our own pattern, right? Second, third, then the end of the month first of the month then after that there's manipulation. So usually people are very uncomfortable with the manipulation part to conform to the answer that they want, something like that.
So should we do those kind? I have one right here.
Let's just test it out. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. Other than those two, I don't have a particular concern with the AP, GP, and series, right? Okay, you're probably.
I think I want to practice more of the like when the limits change, then I might get a bit confused.
Yeah. I also agree with that. Right. Yeah. Now, other than this topic, back then you wanted to go into vector, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that concerns you much? Any other topic?
I feel like applications of differentiation and functions
Yeah, that one.
But I just need to practice, I think.
Practice will be useful. And okay lah. I mean, if that's what I remember also. So if our tuition for the next 1 week, lah, right? We have one half more week, is it?
Before promos? Huh?
Oh no, 1.5 more months.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just messed up because people are having exam this time, right?
Yeah.
My sister is having exam, right? Okay. So no. Then it's totally fine. What you're doing right now is totally fine. Okay. Then I'll just wait for your question today. And Ken, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Okay. So beside the question, the camp question, the OU, is there anything else? Yan Kim?
There is page 8, I think.
Wait, 8. Because we haven't talked about it, right? Okay, we haven't talked about some, right? Okay. Oh, and the page 7 also, because I don't think we saw. Did we solve that?
No, I don't think that.
Wait, the triiodomethane might work, right? Oh, that's for the acetaminophen, right?
That one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Our discussion was until the chiral carbon. Then I was thinking that, but actually we cannot use chirality. Yeah. I remember. So the meprobamate still cannot lah, basically, right? I have made the suggestion that you have to focus on the ester bond, right? Which is very similar to the amide bond. Yeah, that's still my best suggestion up to now. Still. Right. Okay. Right. So I have no new suggestions on 6 and 7 yet. Still none on that.
Okay.
Would you like to talk about page 8 now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sorry, I still have to conclude. You're in the middle of exam. Are we supposed to talk about chemistry today?
Okay, well, the next exam is Thursday's physics.
Right. Okay. Right,
and then Friday will be chem. I did do chem today, but
how's the exam? You are in exam, isn't it? Wait, are you?
Yeah, I finished practical today.
Right.
Last week, then chem today.
I am curious. I mean, how are you? So what do you think about the practicals?
I mean, I didn't finish it, so I think I'll get very well.
Chem prep?
Yeah, chem prep.
What do you think of chem prep as a practice for A level? Was it a good practice for A level?
It's practical for A levels. Well, I know I need to move faster than I did today because. Well, yeah, I need to move faster, and like some of the experimental procedure I need to be better at it because I'm not as good as chem prac as I am at physics prac.
Which is nice, right? But expected though, I think. Yeah, expected definitely.
Yeah, but like other than that, no new takeaways that I haven't really known from doing practical practice in school. It's just the timing that's worrying me.
But we cannot just be faster by wanting to be faster. We have to practice to be faster. But that becomes an issue because there is almost no way we can practice this by ourselves.
Right? Well, I think for planning, I can practice by myself. Like,
nice.
In the planning section, I'm like just like straight missing from my paper.
Yeah. There's a gap there. There's a gap. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
and the gap I think I can fix on my own, but
because planning is supposed to predate the doing, right? Suppose. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's why some tuition promote themselves as you can practice chem practical here, you see. that they have their own sets and everything, because that takes care of the problem of not being able to practice lah. So from what I understand from chemistry, you cannot move too fast, but you will spill things or break things lah if you do. That's how I feel lah, right?
Okay.
Anyway, chem prac is passed lah. So thank you for sharing. Now, physics is in the round corner, and then chemistry. So if you want, then we study chemistry together.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so is it page 8?
Yeah, page 8.
Okay, right. So I just okay, nice. That's the compound A. Whatever this, oh, there's a misdrawing, isn't it? This is supposed to be a benzene ring, right?
Yeah, that's one
The middle. Okay, right. Okay, then he is telling us that, oh, they give you everything, right? They give you everything in order to reach compound A. Okay, wonderful. So the mechanism for step A. So for some reason, in step A, you have the addition of the triiodomethane, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like, sorry, I don't know if I've ever learned, have I? Because usually I think of mechanism as like electron transfer and stuff.
Yeah, always, right? Then, substitution, and then this do this do that, right? Something like that, right? I'm thinking about, have I seen this before? Right. So your question is step 1, right? That's the question, right? I'll think about it. There's nothing I can say, right? Yeah.
I mean, I can write the equation, but I don't know if I can
suggest the mechanism. Yeah, I have actually never seen an alcohol change into basically an ether. That is an ether reaction. This is basically an ether. The O in the middle, right? This kind of thing, right? The O in the middle.
And
no, that's acid bond.
I'm also not sure how triiodomethane can work, because the usual conditions for it, I think, is not fulfilled. So I think something else happens first, but I'm not sure what.
I'll check it out first. I have nothing to say right now.
Okay.
This looks new. So any other question beside these 3 there?
There is electrical transition metal, but I didn't get it.
Okay, sure thing. Okay, go. Okay, so you have passed through the. Okay, I'm going to check your pattern.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this if this is correct. Wait, if I'm not wrong, the usual like GP series is supposed to end with the n-1, right? Or is it?
Yeah, because so for SN is n-1.
Yeah, so I have to add this in right over here.
Before I do those things, I do something else, right? What I do is what I notice that you don't do, and I think this is quite effective, I factorize whatever I can. Now, you notice the problem. I like it. Your solution, I don't really like. Because I think your solution is actually wrong if you consider the last guy. Yes. I feel that is very wrong. However, I'm suggesting that you factorize whatever you can, and you might like the result of the factorization before thinking about SN. So you're going to factorize 100. I agree with you. And I will beseech you to factorize another thing.
Oh, okay.
Another thing. Okay, and then something happens, Something happens, right? One at the I'm not sure whether you like that or not. I usually like that a lot. And the first guy will also become n-1. Maybe to your liking also,
I see. Okay.
Right. So factorization is key in whatever question I see. Right. And that turns out that that's how they do things also. They do prefer to do that. So hopefully the SN become much easier now.
Yeah, okay. I think I had this problem the other time also.
And is it solvable with factorization? I suppose?
Yes, definitely.
Right. So we do remember that. Correct. I've never seen this before. Yeah. I found the reaction. I've never seen it before. Yeah, confirm. This is alcohol to ether. So first thing first, you never learn ether. First thing first lah. But if there is any hope to understand it, you know that alcohol is very, very, very slightly acidic, right? Very slightly, right? That's what you learn in alcohol lah. Correct, Yankin? So the addition of the base kinds of play a part in eating up the H plus. Just say that lah. Putting it simply lah. Eating up the H plus. So we are aiming at the alcohol in the sense the H only, because you do notice that the H is being replaced by CH3 lah. So the NaOH is there to first of all kick or rather eat the H plus lah, if that makes sense, because it is slightly acidic lah.
And then what?
And then the CH3I, which can be, because CH3I is not so inclined to stay together. They do incline to separate into I minus and CH3 plus lah. They do incline to that, and voila lo, the CH3 plus ends up doing that lo.
Okay.
Why does the CH3 plus prefer to stick to the ether guy rather than the I? That one is not the subject of A level lah, but it does that lo. At this point, if this is the answer, I'm pretty sure this is not what we discuss in the lecture note lah. That one I'm rather sure lah, because again it involves ether lah. Alcohol to ether.
Okay, I'll try to draw it then.
Which kinds of feel that this might be the key to the other one. Okay, go. Okay.
Okay. I'm confused about the difference between A and B. Like question A and B. I don't know what A is asking for now.
Right. I'm gonna read. Oh, you're talking about part 2, right? Okay, part 2.
No, part one. Because
okay.
the part 1 asks how much is this worth, and then part 2 asks what's the total. So like, I don't know.
Right. I'm gonna just make it bigger. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So to answer your question, look at this one. So Mr. Wong invests 100, right? Then how much this 100 is worth at the end of 31st December? So at the end of 1 year, right? I mean, the answer is this one. I'm sorry, you're not saying. You're saying. Okay. The answer is this one. Correct. How much is 100 worth by the end? Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. What am I talking about? Sorry. That's per month. Sorry, that's per month. I'm sorry, that's per month. My mistake. Yeah. My mistake. Yeah. So only this 100, right? So he's not talking about investing more hundreds every start of the month. He's just talking about, putting it this way, this 100 keeps compounding, but only the 100.
Also, I don't add the subsequent 100s.
No. However, there's a 1 mark because it's very easy. It's just compounding, right? So it's just 1.02 to the power of 12.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you're done. So I hope it makes sense from the English, because you might be confused with the reading lah. Is that what it means if you think about it?
What it means?
Yeah, again, that's how I read it. I'm solving this confusion by reading and comprehending, right? So, do you agree that that is the meaning of
I agree,
the question? All right. So, okay, right.
I see. Okay.
So is part B what you're doing? I think so. And N12, yeah, I agree lah. Right. Yeah, and then you will need the N version at C lah. Yeah, correct. For 8 marks, this is definitely worth it. I don't think you should expect this to be 8 marks in the exam. Maybe in total 5.
How come this is 5 marks?
Yeah, like you should expect all this to be total 5 marks instead of 9 marks. That is misleading. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on. Right. Okay. Yes, yeah. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think I checked the answer sheet after doing this. The mechanism is wrong, but the thought process was correct because the O minus was created like you said, but the O minus became a nucleophile, so the reaction is nucleophilic substitution.
Oh, this big guy substitute itself into the triiodomethane. Wow. Wait, let me think that nucleophile. No, it attracts the what?
Yeah, it does. So this becomes here.
No lah, that's what you draw. What? Same thing. What?
Yeah, but I need to draw.
Oh no, no. I mean, no. Sorry. I said the wrong thing. No, I said that the CH3I will separate itself. That's my mistake. Sorry, that was my mistake. Yeah, and they are not. Yeah, this is one. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Does this again? I'm checking with you. Does this mean that this is definitely not what you see usually in the notes?
No. I mean,
even the fact that the alcohol can be
a nucleophile
stripped. No, I mean, first thing first, it can be stripped of its H plus forcefully because that's what the NaOH is doing.
I guess it could, but yeah, I mean, it could be. I've seen it before. Then
the question is at least half fair, at least half fair. Okay.
I think it being a nucleophile, I needed to infer that from the lone pair of electrons on O. It can behave as a nucleophile, thus do the substitution.
But based on the definition of nucleophile, it is usually an electron-rich region.
Yeah. So
I suppose it kind of, at least if we think about it that way, it kinds of qualify I guess. Right. And the fact that the I will be more greedy, will be electro, what do you call it? I forgot the name already. What's the name for the greedy for other people's electron? Electronegative. And the fact that I is more electronegative than the CH3 will cause it to do those things, right? Okay. At least we settled that. Did we settle that? Yes, we are. Okay. Yeah. All right. Any new question? While I think about the old ones.
There's a transition metal question on page 9. Part
transition 5. Transition metal question.
Part 5. It's by itself. So you don't need
page 9. Okay, page 9.
You don't need the previous parts to do it.
Okay, boleh. Because I read very slow. You capitalize by homogeneous catalyst. Yeah, by considering relevant not very hard. Some might miss some question how Mn2+ can act as an homogeneous catalyst, right? So you gotta help me here. What is a homogeneous catalyst?
The catalyst operates in the same phase as the reactants, right?
Oh, so this has to be no. Let me think for a while. Hydrogen peroxide is supposed to be aqueous. So the Mn2+ is also aqueous, obviously, right? So both are aqueous, right? Okay. No, this is the same question as last time, right? I believe the answer would be you compare the Enoch value of the hydrogen peroxide without catalyst, if that exists in the data book.
I don't see the one only one is
does the data booklet A-level, okay, right. Let's see. Yeah, no. Wait, what?
I don't know if this is the correct
correct. No, correct. Because the H plus doesn't necessarily come from a real acid. It can come from the water itself, right? Which kind of explains why it's very slow, right? If there is no other option, then we'll use this one. Plus 177 is very high anyway. let me put it another way. Why do I know that plus 177 is very, 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 very high? Look at the KMNO4. Two that you do arrow lah. Two you arrow. No. The two that you arrow, right? The MNO4s, right? One, both. What you call it, reduces, right? Is a strong oxidative agent, correct?
Yep.
This thing is plus 167 and plus 52. The strongest oxidation agent that you know in A level is only plus 167 and plus 52. So this plus 177 doesn't make a lot of sense. It should be negative. No. It should be plus 177. So it is. Wait. That doesn't make sense. Let me think forward. No, it does self-catalyze. It does. Oh, correct lah. No. Oh, correct lah. Correct. Let me check. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, so safe to say the hydrogen peroxide without the existence of a real acid can still do this. However, he will be using the natural H plus from the water itself.
Okay.
Which is very rare and therefore very slow.
All right. I can accept that.
Right. So put it another way, if you add acid into it, then it will be okay. Right? Now, let me see. Why would you want an E0 value from the data book? Why would you want that? If the problem is to add H pluses. Oh. The Mn2 plus, if you revert back to MnO4, which you can because the peroxide is even more oxidative than the one that you look at the acidic condition for the MnO4 minus. Yeah, that one. Okay, again, let me state this. This is very, very useful to know. Nothing much is more oxidative than this, 1.67 and 1.4. Those numbers are extremely big. A 1.77 is bigger than that. So it's even more oxidative. Make sense?
Okay.
So if this guy is even more oxidative, then there is a chance that Mn2 plus go the reverse loop. Instead, he's getting oxidated lah, because usually he is reduced. So that means we go from left to right, plus 152. But in this case, plus 177 is bigger than plus 152. So he will revert back look, from right to left. It's now minus 1.52. Still going to happen because plus 177. Make sense so far?
Yeah.
And then the Mn2 plus going to the left conveniently gives you H pluses.
Okay.
Which the H2O2 need. Conveniently.
Well, but how do I prove that?
Prove what?
Like, because Mn2 plus still needs to be restored, right? But how can I prove that it is restored? Like,
you need to restore it. Let me think.
This is a catalyst one. Because like
this is not a reaction. Oh my goodness, it is not a reaction.
The example in the notes, like the catalyst the mechanism would be a two-step with a catalyst, with the catalyst being used out in the first step and then restored the second.
Correct, and then restore.
Yeah, so I don't know how to do it here.
Now I'm just going to look at the complete booklet. Right? So how do you call your booklet? Right? Because your math, for example, is MF26, right? How do you call this booklet?
Yeah, data booklet. I'm just typing ChemH2 data booklet.
I forgot that this is a... Okay, I'm just going to check it out for a while.
Okay.
Okay, please do some other thing.
Yeah.
anything that involves Mn2, right? So that's what we're aiming for. Mn2 can be Mn3 plus. Not sure how that will help. Mn2 plus can become Mn. Not sure how that will help. Mn2 plus can become. I'm going to list down. I have it. Oh, there's the other H2O2 reaction. So I'm going to list that down also. We do not know the self-catalytic reaction of Mn2O2, right? We don't know. Oh, yeah. This guy. This guy. Keiko, are you okay?
I just found out this answer and this answer is wrong.
Let me check. Oh, that's very early, right? So waiting for a while. You're saying that the A is 1, right? So that must be correct, right?
Yeah.
The A is 1. The R is definitely 1.02, definitely. And then, yeah. So that's 1.02 to the power of 12 because to the power of n, yeah, which is 12 lah. Right. How long is it? Sorry, how far is it?
Correct one should be 1215 something.
Okay, I'm checking the pattern.
Yeah. Then the bottom one
might just be a
this one.
consequence of the mistake on top lah.
Yeah, I think
Might
so.
just be right. Okay, so read properly 100, right? First day of everything. Wonderful. So 100. We haven't talked about Q, right? Yeah, we haven't, right? So at the end of each month, the total is increased by 2.
Oh wait, it's 0.
It's 1.002.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no wonder the number feels so big. 2% per month is crazy. No, you don't get that. You get at most 2,000 per year, 2% per year in real life. I mean, they don't always obey real life practicality, but they usually do.
Okay.
So just change everything at the end first. Change the end first. Just
Yeah,
find
I
out.
think
Because,
the end.
right, you have to change a few things, right?
Yes.
Keep that in mind, 2% per year is normal in real life. So that actually gives you a guideline. That does. Right. Try first here. So change this one first. Right. You want to know whether this is going to be correct first. Right. So 1.02, 1.02, 1.02. So now press calculator. Okay. Back to Yan. So again, so that I'm sure that the data booklet I have is not wrong. Huh? So could you look at the Jamboard and page 10 for a while?
Yeah.
Right. The first step is always this, by the way. The first step is always to identify whichever reaction contains Mn2 plus and H2O2. First thing first.
Give me a sec.
Right. So if you look at the Jamboard.
You were saying?
Sure. Oh, because your laptop is. Sorry. So if you look at my Jamboard at page 10, I identify 4 reactions with Mn2 plus and 2 reactions with H2O2, right?
Yeah.
Basically, I'm just browsing through the data booklet. So could you confirm with your data booklet that I have found everything related to Mn2 plus and H2O2? Just confirm me through all the pages, right?
Mn2 plus. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think next page. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. So then I have to do the regenerate. Oh, I just found the regeneration path. I think. Right. So what I'm doing, Yankin, is very simple. It's not magic. It's not even genius. It's not. It doesn't require a lot of complicated thinking. So again, I say to you, first thing first, he already tells me that the data broker will give us all we need. So I just trust him, right?
Okay.
I don't demand that I have seen this before. No, I don't. But however, I simply browse through lah. So I found 4 and I found 2. Those are my starting points lah. Okay, yeah. I don't even know which one I'm supposed to use for H2O2. I don't know. I just noticed that. Sorry, I just noticed that I will be needing to go here. I'm sorry. For the 2 reaction in H2O2, I'll be needing to go here if I'm going to decompose the H2O2, and I'm going to go here if I'm going to decompose the H2O2. Correct or not?
Mm-hmm.
In this case, this is a minus if I go there. In this case, this is a plus if I go here. So the -1 means that it cannot happen by itself already.
Yeah.
So I'm doubtful about this one. Like this one is a big question mark for me. So I'll stick with this one. Okay, so far so good. That's just my thought process, very simple, right? Now, about the regeneration process. So once I have decided that this is the key, that means when I talk to you, I did a mistake. I should have surveyed everything first before deciding that this is the thing. I should have done that. Just saying, I should have, right? So I have decided that this is very doubtful, and this is, I think, what I'm supposed to use based on, data broker has everything. Again, I noticed that I need to have a 2H plus, right? The 2H plus cannot just come freely out of nowhere. So I go to the Mn2 plus and I see which one will give me H pluses. So this one give me H pluses. This one give me H pluses. This one does not and does not. So I'm just going to totally ignore them. No, they are very doubtful. Make sense?
All right.
Now, to answer your question, so you have to regenerate back, right? So because I have to regenerate back, before I do that, I have confirmed that this is +177 and -152. So far, so good. Correct or not? Because I still have more pluses. Now, my problem now becomes this one. This guy has to regenerate back to Mn2 plus. Correct or not?
Mm-hmm.
Is there another way of doing it? Maybe if I go from here to here, right? Because I use less H plus than what I generate before, right? At least I still have more H plus so that I can use for the H2O2. Make sense so far?
Oh.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Right. And then my problem now changes to MnO2. And very conveniently, this one. However, my concern is this needs 4H plus. It does go back to Mn2 plus. So I have to check out whether everything works out. If this 3 chain doesn't give me more H pluses, then I don't think I can do with that. Okay. So currently that's my thought process. I'm gonna simply check it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to equal all the electrons, right?
Electrons, and then the H plus should also fit, that kind of thing. So everything needs to be beneficial for the whole thing to happen. Plus the whole total must still be plus. No? I think that part maybe not a problem. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Right. Okay. So you can follow if you want, but I'm just going to do that. Right, so H2O2 will be +2H plus. So basically, this is a +2E. Okay. So I need to be concerned about the Mn2 plus, which will have +5E here, right? And then I will have my MnO4, right? Then this is MnO4 minus, so then my MnO4 minus will need to +3E, right? And then this will become Mn2. Then my MnO2 will plus 2e, which will become MnO2 plus again. Oh, my guess is this will cancel each other. Okay, wow. Will this work or not? Because my guess this will cancel each other totally. Yeah, I think it will cancel each other too. Right. Okay. So I'll have my 8H plus here. And then I will have my, oh yeah, it does cancel each other totally. So will that be bothersome? No, no. Maybe we can get away with it. Maybe we can. Okay, right. So I learned this. So then, Kim, this is my best answer, right? So are you looking at it?
Yeah, I am.
So when I line up these three things, because I'm trying to go from NS plus back to Mn2 plus, correct? Right. That's all I can get from the data book. I don't think I can do any other thing, right? To no one's surprise, the H pluses cancel each other, the electron cancel each other, everything else also cancel each other. I think that's not a surprise at all. We're just chaining something back and forth, right?
Okay.
I'm going to check the plus and minus first. So this one will be minus 1.52. And then this guy will be plus 1.67. Well, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. The E naught doesn't cancel each other. Well, that doesn't make sense. No. That's very weird. The E naught doesn't cancel each other. Huh. So this is my final answer, right? So when this cancel each other, it doesn't therefore technically speaking give you the H pluses that the H2O2 need, right?
Sorry.
When the H pluses cancel each other,
yep.
It doesn't give you additional H plus that this guy need, so this thing was hoping for that, right? Was hoping.
Yeah.
But the first reaction that happened is still this one. That's still what's going to happen. The minus 152 will be overcome by the plus 177. Because again, naturally, minus 152 does not happen. But the plus 177 kind of helps with that. So these two will happen, boom, just like that, right? As a result, the H plus will be consumed by it. Because what happened first is this thing. Right? Okay. And we still have additional H plus because we were generating 8, right? So then naturally, this will also happen, correct or not? Because we still have the plus H plus and all the electrons still okay, right?
Yeah.
So we are stuck with MnO2. MnO2 is going to regenerate extremely slowly to Mn2 plus. This is my invention. Regenerate extremely slowly to Mn2 plus. It's not going to regenerate immediately or at the same time as the H2O2. You regenerate slowly by taking the H pluses from the water and from other sources of electrons. So he'll need 2 electron and 2 H plus. He'll need that. He's gonna take that from other sources. So regenerating slowly. Because there are natural H pluses available even in water, but very slow.
Yeah.
So that's my best answer. Okay. So please go ahead and check the answer.
Yeah, but it's still feasible, right?
The first part is always visible. Like my problem with this is how to regenerate that. Correct?
Yeah.
So at least I'm here and I'm claiming that I still can get the lack of H plus from naturally from water. The initial problem that H2O2 get anyway, they have anyway. So that was the initial problem.
All right. Okay. Here you go. So okay. So the reaction is.
I cannot see. Yeah, just read further.
Oh
I
yeah,
cannot
yeah,
see.
yeah. Let me.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, let me.
He chooses the one with Mn3 plus. Wow. Because that reaction definitely exists.
Mn2 plus and H2 and 2H, sorry. The 2H plus comes from the
Where is the reaction of Mn3 plus H2O2? That's the question, right? Is there such a reaction?
No, but I think that's a combination, right? Because Mn.
You're combining the last guy. Is that it? Are we combining the last guy? Oh goodness, that's what he did. That's what he did.
Yeah,
So he's using this guy, right? This guy and this guy. Because the H2O2.
Oh, the final one, right?
Yeah, the final one. That's what he's using.
The decomposition will provide the electrons for the second step.
Correct. And the H plus also. The H plus is also provided. So he doesn't have the problem that I propose.
Okay.
Wow. All right. His is better. Definitely. His is better.
Yeah, but I need to learn how to construct this.
We're just trying to fulfill all the requirements, right? The requirements are the total must be plus, right?
Plus, yeah.
And then all the required stuff must work out lah. So it's like a big puzzle.
Okay.
I guess that's how this kind of question works all the time. All the time. It's just a matter of finding the proper combination. Right. So I'll be with Keiko first. Keiko, are you okay so far?
Not getting the answer. Okay, so
the 1215 is clear first.
yeah, clear already.
And then the month also clear lah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, then you have problem with Q, is it?
Yeah, it's not exactly the APGP that we normally see.
But that is arguably simpler.
Should be correct, right?
Okay, so let me check for a while. So 100 on the first day of every month. That's yes, right? And then each 100 invested earn a fixed bonus. Oh, no, you make a mistake.
Huh?
Right, so look at this. So this 100 earn B, right? This 200 earn 2B. So this should be 3B.
What? Oh, each.
Right, the B, right? Yeah, the B, this is 200 earn 2B plus B lah, right? 3B lo.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Right. So you have to change that lah. You have to change that lah.
Okay, I see.
Yankin, so any other questions so far? Yeah, then the other one will be, I think, 6 or something like that.
I'm working one page. I'm not
So if there's no new one, I just look at the old one first. You tell me when there's a new one.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I learned something. So the H2O2, you can use the other guy to your advantage because you have the H. Oh, oh wow. Wait. Then what about the oxygen? I'm sorry, Yankin, do you mind showing me the answer key one more time? So I was wondering what happened to the oxygen. The oxygen must come from somewhere, right? The oxygen is not resolved. The oxygen is not resolved. The oxygen is assumed to come from the environment. Do you see that?
From where I missed that.
The oxygen at the, I'm sorry, oh no, it generates oxygen. No, my mistake. That's my mistake. So oxygen is not needed, it is generated instead.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, yeah. No. Of course he's correct. Of course. No, thanks. That was my mistake. Of course, that makes sense. So if you do that, alamak. Then suddenly you have a simple AP, right? Arguably, right? Okay, cool. Now you see the AP lah. That's it lah.
I don't think I would have ever gotten this though. Like this line, I would have misread it.
Are you saying that it's the reading comprehension that's the problem?
Like even looking at it now, right, it doesn't really make sense to me, but sure.
Wait. My thought process a bit different. I didn't read that and then think that it should be, plus 2b plus 3b. I have a different assumption. I have already assumed that every 100 should always give you an interest every month. That one makes sense. Huh? Interest shouldn't stop, right? So I actually did not read that sentence when I realized your error. The way I realized your error is I noticed that the interest is not given properly. I noticed that this 200 should be giving plus 2b, but there was the plus b from the first
I just
one
plus
also.
B.
Yeah. So you just plus b. Then I feel that even though it may be a reading comprehension, it may be that problem for you, but I feel that you are also not, you're also not giving interest every month properly also when you write just plus 2b. Doesn't that make some sense?
I mean, yeah. That's why I was expecting something is weird. So
maybe you can rely on that. It's not just the reading comprehension. It's fair to say that the reading is not nice. That's fair. It's fair. However, you can rely on the common sense of interest also.
Okay.
Which kind of proves the point that you need to practice this more. I feel.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely. Maybe practically, I mean, maybe for the marks. That maybe if that's the only reason you do that, that's also already good enough. Right? If somehow you dislike this question, right? If somehow.
I had.
Yes.
Question for 3.1.
Yes, my goodness. No, I agree totally. I agree totally with this answer. I agree totally. Nothing else to say. So I'm going to copy this one, page 3, question 3, is it?
Yeah, 3.1.
Okay, let me just copy it. chromium, okay, quite nice of him to say that. Right. Okay, so in case I need to start with the other question, the other students, yeah, Yankin. So,
Alright.
so chromium, no, yeah, okay, that's nice. It is telling us all that, right? Okay, one don't dissolve in water to form a violet yeah, which one real? Okay, nice, all right. One of them. Oh, there are multiple shapes of the octahedral complexes, right? Okay. Wait, I don't get it. Why is this an octahedral? An octahedral is supposed to have 6 coordination, right? Correct.
Yeah.
This one is 9. There are 9. How can an
I assume that's where
oh
the limitation of CL comes from.
does that what does that mean that the middle is CrCl3?
Yeah, I don't know if that's something I can do.
You
But
cannot because the middle must always have a charge, a positive charge. That's how complexes form.
so can it then say, for example, be like CrCl, so with a +2 charge instead of +3?
But well, Cr I don't think can have a 2 plus because you remember there's
But like
that table, right?
CrCl.
Right. I mean, so CrCl2 plus, right? And then, but the problem is octahedral is just supposed to have 6 coordination number, not 8. No, we still have the problem of wait, that's 8 one. What's going on here?
Isn't it?
I know it's possible to have coordination number 9, but is that even an octahedral?
But isn't it that only just 6 water ligands attached, and then after that, okay, I don't know if this is like a thing my teacher told me, but like, isn't it like 6 water ligands attached, and after that the Cl is in ionic, the Cl is an ionic form. Like some of them are in ionic form, and then some of them are just like some of them are
Floating around.
yeah.
But it has to be linked to the Cl minus has to be linked to the whatever the positive guy in some way, and it still occupies space. One. In fact, the Cl minus space need is about the same as H2O. About there lah. It's not smaller, it's not bigger, it's about the same. As in it cannot just magically be there without considering the space requirement, basically. If that makes sense to you.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the complex will be formed either ways, because I haven't learned coordination number 9, even the shape of it.
No, yeah, precisely. I don't think you are supposed to learn that. It's too complicated.
And like it's come out already, like in like previous question.
Previous question, you
like question
confirm
one
that it's
already had the exact same general formula. So I'm assuming like there's something special, that it's still coordination number 6, but I don't know where to fit the Cl basically.
And the question doesn't tell you anything about that.
I guess that's what you're supposed to find out.
At this point, I don't waste. Yeah? At this point, I don't waste time. This one I'm just checking already, right? Because if we don't do that, I don't think we can answer the question. Right? Can I answer the question? When access is complex. Maybe I don't have to know. Maybe we don't have to know that. Right? Maybe when access equals united was at a separate each complex. Wow. Yeah, I don't think we can solve it without knowing it. Knowing some sort of shape or the exposure of the CL. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm sorry, this one I gotta check first. All right, this one I have no idea. I have no idea.
Okay.
Any other questions so far?
No, that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about as far as I got.
All right. So on Thursday, we are also still doing chemistry.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. All right. I'll see you on Thursday then.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, Keiko, anything so far?
I got something. I'm just about to calculate.
What? You're doing SME. No, you're doing the SNGP, right? And no, SNAP, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then yours.
Always. Wait, correct. No.
Oh, it's given instead of A is 1. They did say,
Yeah.
oh, I think you made another mistake.
Okay.
If A is 1, it's...
Oh, it's 1? Wait, what?
A
Oh,
is,
okay.
the mistake is
It's the opposite of just
yes. The positive thing I can say right now is that these mistakes, I think everybody went through that.
Yeah.
This kind of mistake is not that you went through and you feel silly and everybody else is cruising along. I think some other people do worse because
Yeah.
of the amount of confusion involved. That the question, the working of the question is confusing. It doesn't inspire confidence, let's just say that. So if you're doing all this mistake now, maybe that's a good thing. Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah.
So because if not, you'll be doing an exam, like very sure about that. So with that said, feel free to stay around, but I think I'll be with another student later.
Okay, I'll just go.
All right. Okay. See you.
See you.
Yeah, Kakak Brian, I can see you.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're just waiting for the. Wait, what are we waiting for? Again, this week is the secondaries exam, right? Plus Yankin's exam also in GC2. So the attendance will be weird. Let me see. We're actually expecting. So we're expecting Aditya. And then the 3 Sec 4s, I think. Yeah. All right, so we're expecting 4 students, but I think Aditya is simply late. Let's just wait for them. Aditya.
Mm.
Aditya, we can see you. Can you hear us?
Yep, hi.
All right. Yeah, can hear you. So Aditya, updates please. We haven't seen each other for a long time. It feels like.
Yeah. So in AMAS, we're doing linear law.
The linear,
Yeah.
the one that you're supposed to do after exam, right? Because the exam
Yeah.
didn't include it. Have you updated me about how the exam went?
Yeah. Last Friday. I mean,
Wait, I forgot.
oh no, wait, we haven't met.
No, we haven't. Right. If you don't mind telling me, if you don't like this kind of update, then we can just skip it. Right?
No, I mean, sure.
Right.
Like it was pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was like mostly type of the questions that we've seen in the practice papers.
Okay, all right. So not
Not
much
like
surprises.
surprising, but like the numbers were weirder. Like not, I don't know. The practice papers were just so much easier.
So for some reason, it's harder to do, even though you may know what to do. Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. There's that. That's at least expected lah from an exam, I suppose. Any other updates? Format, I mean.
Yeah, so in EMAS, we're doing like...
Oh, no, I mean the exam person.
Oh, no.
Right, that's how it feels to you. Okay, understand. Now, the big question, right? Two big questions. Predict your result. Okay, if you would. What's your prediction?
I don't know.
Okay. Think about it for a while. Michael, can you hear us? I can see you.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. Michael, what? How's the?
No discriminant.
No discriminant.
Paper one. So.
Oh, that's good, right? Because you didn't practice much, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
There's the polynomial question thing. So, not polynomial. What is it called? Binomial. Yeah.
Binomial. So you did binomial. That's great,
Yeah.
right? That's great. Hopefully you can do it, yeah. Okay.
I definitively did not know how to answer 1.5 questions.
For a full paper of 12 questions, maybe 11 or 12?
I think there was 14.
14. Okay, 1.5 doesn't seem so bad. What was the topic?
Or maybe it was just one.
Right.
It was trigger. But it's not proving. Surprisingly, I did proving in less than 1 minute. So
wonderful. That's something, right? That's something.
I guess
3 marks, is it? 3 marks? 3 marks proving?
3 marks proving.
Was it 3 marks?
Either it was 2 or 3, but probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
No problem. Can you, because today we don't have much time, right? So I feel that you're generally happy with your paper.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, at least as expected. I mean, it's not disappointing like it feels that from the way you tell me.
I am just very tired, so
Yeah. No problem. Today we shouldn't be, because tomorrow is paper 2, right?
yeah.
Right. So we shouldn't be, doing too much also. So besides
then-
discriminant today, what else should we do?
Um, log, because
Log.
I realized for some reason my log is very bad. I thought it was all right, and then I did questions with Kak Brian, and then I realized that it is like
Very bad.
so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but it might be too late. Yeah. And in fact, it is too late to talk about log for tomorrow. I mean, after tomorrow, sure.
No, but I know the basics and whatever, not the rules, but it's like I don't know. It's surprisingly not up to standard, but like the basic stuff is there. But yeah.
Okay. And yesterday, no log.
Yesterday,
Paper one, no log.
uh,
You have no idea?
I don't think there was
Are you sure there's nothing
any.
better
I don't
to
think
practice
there
than
was.
log? Right.
Um,
Log and discriminant. Those are the two things. Are you sure?
area under graph. I think I'm confident in.
I mean, we cannot practice more than log. We cannot also, right?
Yeah.
Okay lah. You'll be with Kakak Brian. You practice log and discriminant. That's it for today.
Wait, what is
And-
likely to be tested for paper 2? Area under graph is definitely there. I don't think R formula is tested because R formula was tested in paper 1 for me.
Yeah, everything that was tested in paper 1 is not tested in paper 2 lah.
Okay, so
That means you should be listing them lah.
circle was tested in paper 1.
Okay. You do that with Kakak Brian. Okay.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
the listing first, and then but you can only practice two things also lah. I mean, just saying right?
Okay.
Right. So it is just a good habit to list them down. That's all.
Okay.
Kakak Brian, I'll ask you to be with Michael. Please help him. Tomorrow is exam. Okay. Right. So this down. Kakak Brian, just saying that you're muted. Yeah. So I'm inviting all. Okay. Aditya, back to you. Yeah. Hold on.
Hello.
Prediction then.
I think it's
Mhm.
out of 39.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this one question about CG
Mm-hmm.
that most people couldn't do.
Okay. Surprisingly, right?
Yeah. It was pretty complicated.
Right.
And I think I got that wrong. Like one part of it I didn't even I thought I would leave it for last, but I couldn't finish it.
Right.
So I got that wrong.
Mm.
And there's
Still
one
doesn't sound that
question
bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm confident about.
Mhm.
And it's a pretty big question, like A, B, C, D.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be like a upside, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last question was also a bit deceptive, and I don't think I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
So other than those two questions, I think I'll be okay. So around 20, 25.
25 would mean, I'll say out of 40, right? So that would be 62% kind of
I think so.
Aryan, I can see you, yeah? Please do what you want to do first. Okay. Understand? Now, that's the first big question. You make your prediction. That's your feeling about what you have done. So let's see what it is later on, right? Second big question is, you have been doing tuition for almost 3 months. Maybe it's even 3 months, correct? Was this exam any different from your previous exam before tuition?
I think that the other than like those weird questions, like the second last,
Mhm.
I think it was like I was faster
You were faster, sorry.
in like the other questions which weren't hard, but like the harder questions was still normal pace and like leave for the last.
Are you
Yeah, I guess I was
are you saying
faster.
that you are faster because of the tuition, or
And I think
some
more confident.
more confident in doing the stuff lah?
Yeah,
However, when things are hard, of course it's hard lah, right?
yeah,
And I agree with you that the tuition haven't been practicing a lot of the hard ones. We weren't doing that. We were.
mm,
We are focusing more of the basic and the medium questions.
yeah,
So fair to say that the tuition have a limited impact. Some lah, but not a lot.
yeah.
Right. Which begs the question to both of us, how should the tuition improve lah? In that sense. Makes sense, right?
Yeah. I think from now on it'll be like better if we do more tough questions because I can do the basics by myself, like understanding the concept, I think.
Fair.
But like when it comes to hard questions, I need some guidance.
From my side, I will stop expecting hard question from your school's practice because it doesn't seem to be like that. That doesn't seem to like that.
The past papers were so easy.
Right. So I will stop expecting that. I will now give you or will find the difficult question together, just like that. If that makes sense. Okay. How about the chem exam? Just wondering. That one I'm also curious. You're muted, I think.
It was not bad.
Mhm.
Like I got, I think I got the precipitates and all that correct.
Mhm.
But so the MCQ question, our teacher told us that it's D, not C. I mean, C, not D.
C, sorry,
So I got it wrong.
What do you mean by C, not D? Oh,
The one
answer,
with replacing
the one that we talk
chlorine.
about. Oh, wow. All right. Okay. When you get back, we'll talk about it. When it gets back.
Yeah. And then the paper 6, the alternative to practical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I've done it pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if I put 2 decimal place,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of sucks if I didn't.
Okay. Before you continue, sorry, Aryan, are you stuck?
Yeah.
Now look at your final step so far. You are trying to solve X, right?
Yeah.
I want to encourage you by saying this. There is only one X there. It's X to the power of 4. There's only one.
Oh wait.
I think that makes it manageable, right? Okay, great. So Aditya, yeah. Okay. So I always feel that when you do chemistry with me, it's more for moral support. I'm not even contributing too much to your, increase of knowledge in chemistry. That's what I feel right? When I was seeing you chemistry, oh, you're good. I keep saying that you're good. Moral support. What else is there, right?
Yeah.
So, the same big question, right? Same 2 big questions. You predict your exam marks. And then, has the tuition helped you? My feeling is what I told you, right? So what do you think?
Mhm.
Right.
So I think for the chem, I would say about, so in total that's out of 50, paper 4 and paper 6.
Mhm.
So I think around like 35.
Which is 70%, right?
Yeah, because I think I might have a little bit of like mistakes in paper 6.
Understand?
Usually it's just paper 6 for me.
Okay.
And this time I messed up the MCQ too, so.
Understand? So that's the first big question, right? You make your prediction. Has the tuition time been helpful for you?
Yeah, because like I said last time as well, I need the moral support to get like stuff done.
Really, you want to spend some tuition time to chemistry again next time for the year 5?
Just like one lesson.
No, one lesson is fine, right? One lesson is fine. That's okay. Okay, I mean, just not a lot considering that math still needs improvement. That's my reason. That's all my reason, right? Not that I don't want to help you, right?
Yeah.
However, if there are genuine difficulty in the future topics on chem, don't wait until exam. Ask immediately also. If you so wish. Then you can do more work by yourself if you settle those problems.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Although I've seen you tackle the more difficult chem questions, I have seen that the kind of chem concept is like you're swimming on it, you're great. That means if you have a problem, it should be easy to handle if you just whack it at the start. We don't have to wait too long. Then you'll be back on your track, something like that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So in that sense, I'm very comfortable in helping you with chem because I think you can be helped quite easily. So we don't wait too long. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I want to help you not just for the moral support because you're already doing great, right? If I can help you be excellent, without spending too much time from that, I'll be very happy to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So today is, exam finished, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I will simply offer, a break except that Sunday you already have a break, kind of, wish But if you wish to have one more break, that's fine with me. After exam, people need to break. You also don't want.
I need to get my e-math stuff done. We got a paper and it's full of really difficult questions.
Okay, I like difficult questions. Then you're going to show that to me?
Yeah.
Right, wonderful. Now, Aryan, it seems that you finished the one just now.
Yeah.
Right now, you revise your thinking for a while. What makes you stuck just now?
Oh, I know. I saw a quadratic equation and I thought I needed to do the mode 3.
But it's power 4, right?
Yeah, but
yeah. All right. So you're okay?
Yeah.
What's happening tomorrow? AMAT, is it?
There's still exams for next few days until next Monday.
Next Monday is the AMAT one.
Yeah.
But you're sure that today you want to study AMAT?
Yeah.
And you are doing questions that you still find hopefully quite difficult, right? Not just, Okay, fine, right, no problem. Okay, Noah, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right, so just to confirm, Noah, because you're a bit late, are you sure you want to practice math or tuition today, considering whatever your exam is tomorrow?
Maybe not.
Right, so what's the exam tomorrow?
Wait, no, maybe I'll just do math today. Because tomorrow is paper 2 e-math and
then
chemistry.
Your chemistry, how?
It's quite good. Okay.
Your EMAT also not bad, right? I mean, you can
Yeah.
practice lah, right? Right. Okay. How's the AMAT? Where's the AMAT?
Friday.
So you're saying that on Thursday we do AMAT.
Yeah.
You don't want to do AMAT today. That's up to you. You know yourself best.
Because today I want to do history, but I have tuition, so shouldn't do history.
History must be next week, next day, right?
On Thursday.
On Thursday. So let me ask one more time. Are you sure you don't want to do history today?
Maybe I'll just do history.
All right. Okay. Then I'll see you on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay. On
Yeah.
Thursday, if you want to come earlier, also can, right? Up to you.
Yeah.
Right? It's AMAT anyway, right? So it's good to prepare. Lah.
Okay.
Okay. So I see you earlier on Thursday. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. So Aditya, yeah, your EMAT, which contains the AMAT trigo, at least from my point of view, right? Okay. So do you have question with question one?
No, not really.
It's either going to be very fast or you're going to be confused here, lah. So
Amplitude is -3, is 5, I think.
So amplitude is, from center up and center down, right? That's amplitude, right? So you don't say the amplitude is -3. In the sense that, in the sense you just say that the amplitude is 3. You're not ignoring the negative, but up, whether -3 or 3, the up and down still 3, something like that.
Yeah.
So you say the amplitude is 3, right? How about the period?
The period is 5 times, I think, 90.
Just totally off lah. Just totally gone. Okay, so now consider this for a while. We did talk about this in holiday tuition, but that's a long time ago, right? So sine x, the period is
1.
Hey, sine x, the period is
180.
360. What are you talking about? You draw a full sine graph. Is that from 0 to 360?
Oh yeah.
Correct? Correct first or not?
Yes.
It's a bit of memorization, but I expect that much lah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we're comparing sine x with sine 5x. How do they compare? The easiest way to put this is very simple. Inside the normal 0 to 360, that's normal. You have 5 sine graphs. That's what sine 5x means. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So the period of sine 5x is shorter or longer than the normal one?
Longer.
Nonsense. Okay. Right.
No, shorter.
Because you're compressing 5 into 1. Make sense?
Yes.
The normally 1, you now have to fit 5. Then obviously all the 5 must be shorter, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
In fact, by acknowledging that you have to compress 5 into 1, you know the period of sine 5x already. What is it?
Wait, what? So
one more time. The period is the normal one, 360, right? Normal, right?
Yeah.
Divided by 5.
Oh.
Because you got to compress 5 into 1. Then the only way to do that is, each of them is, 1/5 of normal. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hope this makes sense. It's either memorization,
so
but
it's
I really hope that it makes sense. Yes, you say?
It's kind of like inversely proportional.
Kind of. You don't say it's times 5. Is that you say divided by 5, but the reason is clear lah. The reason is clear. I hope that the reason is clear. You don't just memorize it.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's the answer lah.
Okay.
Okay, you write down first, then let's go through all, one by one. I'll take my drink for. Aditya, do you remember the shape of sine graph?
Yeah, it's something like
Sketch it for me. Right. So I can show it. I'll move down. Move down. Right. Okay. So sketch it for me. A rough sketch. Nice. A good start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Yeah. Wonderful. You're remembering what I told you. Very good. Those are very helpful points. Right. And then you do that. Now, if you do the same thing on the where you're supposed to do it, is it helpful?
on the where now?
You're asked to sketch the graph on the same grid.
Ah, yes.
If you do the exact thing that you did in the sketch, which is really very praiseworthy, right? If it is helpful, please do that because you're doing all the right things. Okay, Aryan, so far okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. So again, Aditya, since you remember my teaching and my steps, and you seem to like the steps, and that's that I feel, then just do it You enjoy it very much. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I disagree with the uses of pen, but I'm at least confident. I'm confident about your sketching ability right now, so I don't protest your pen. However, I feel that pencil is slightly beneficial. In case we make mistakes, we're just human beings. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, how about question B?
Question B.
Question B for what? Are you supposed to use the graph, or are you supposed to think about it separate?
I think it's a separate thing.
Right. Which to me is extremely weird from a question structure. If it is supposed to be separate, why put it as B?
Oh yeah, because they gave the cost graph right there.
Right. However, there's a however. However, he says solving means you are not supposed to use the graph. If you're supposed to use the graph, he cannot use the word solve because solve connotes or implies that you're supposed to do algebra, which is not graph. The word solve is makes it very weird, right? Now, if you're supposed to use the graph, or if they actually want you to use the graph, then you're supposed to draw something or whatever. Then he will say, use the graph. Using the graph, find the solution to this instead of use the word solve.
I see.
So you are currently forgiven to not use the graph. Maybe the graph will just do a double check for you. That's all. Okay. So can I see how you do part B algebraically?
All right. Okay.
If you cannot, please tell me immediately, because all these are supposed to be covered in a holiday division. So I quickly revise for you so that we can go to the harder question, right? Okay. Aryan, okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you don't seem to face much problem. Is it because you're doing the easy stuff, or everything becomes easy now already?
I think everything has come
manageable.
Yeah.
Skip this one. Skip this one. Still skip this one. Still, I think you can. Okay, maybe a logarithm. Maybe I want to see a logarithm. Aditya, algebra? No.
Oh wait. Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Your first start with it. That is like totally wrong. Stop. No. Stop. Off. No. No. Yeah. I don't even know how you exchange the 1 with X. Basically, that's what you kind of did.
Okay.
How did that happen? How did that happen?
No, because usually like when we put X, it denotes 1. I
Okay.
have no idea.
No. There is a presentation confusion when we deal with trigonometry, like cosine x, right? Cosine x is very tempting. It's very tempting to our brain to look at it as cosine times x. Maybe that's what's happening here. I'm guessing only. Right?
Yeah.
However, let me state this. In contra to what our brain want to do. I'm contradicting what your brain might want to do and feels correct. So you must listen it carefully. Cosine x is x inside cosine instead of x times cosine. I use the word inside to say very specifically that it is not cosine times x, first. Secondly, you want to free the x from the cosine, correct or not? That's what you want to do actually. Because you're supposed to find x, and therefore you have to free the x from the cosine. This makes sense?
Yeah, kind of.
Since it is not times, you cannot use divide. I think that's what you're trying to do, to separate the x from the cosine. So if you cannot do that, however, it's very easy. There's only one way. So that's the easy part. There is only one way to free x from cosine or sine or tangent. You just cosine inverse. What do I mean by that? Hey, look at your example. Right? Because if I cosine inverse cosine x, the cosine inverse and the cosine cancel each other. That's what cosine inverse means. The attempt to cancel cosine. Therefore,
it's like f inverse of x.
Yes, f inverse and f will simply cancel each other. Precise. Oh my goodness, you are correct. That's why you learn those kind of things. F inverse fx is just x. So you should do that here. Resist the temptation to see cosine x as cosine times x.
Okay. Yeah.
There is only one way to free it. That's the easy way to look at it. Please do something else, therefore.
Okay.
Aryan, could you move up a bit, please? Wonderful. Right. Are you stuck currently?
No.
Okay. You still. Okay, I'm gonna stop you there immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna stop you there immediately. Yeah, Rihanna. I'm gonna ask you a question. Right? How did the log base 2 all disappear?
Oh wait.
How did you do that? How did you do that? Look, our time is short, so maybe you want to change the 1 into log base 2 first. On top. Just change the 1 to log base 2. Log base 2 what? 1 is log 2 what? Log base 2, 2. Okay, so far so good. Now this is an improvement. This is an improvement. Right? Now, do you want to write 2 plus y plus 3? You want to write 2 plus 1 plus 3. That's not improvement. Do you see what happened just now? The 1 you didn't change, right? Then you choose the y, log 2y, and then you choose the 3. Instead of choosing 2 to the power of 3, you're treating everything differently. And then you choose a y plus. What were you doing? Like that was totally off just now. What are you supposed to do right now? Base 2, please. Base 2, base 2, please. Base 2, base 2. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm going to stop you here again because of time constraint. You're supposed to write 2 times y times 8 because that's the logarithm law. It's not plus, it's times. Do you remember something like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's memorization. I truly apologize. It doesn't make sense. You have to memorize correctly still. Okay, right. Now, okay, now what are you going to do here? Now, what are you going to do here? Here, you're going to
Power to both sides.
which become wonderful. Thank you very much. You're on the right track. Right. So be careful, okay? Careful,
Yeah.
Aditya, I missed your working just now. Let me see the previous page.
Oh, I thought you said find a new question, so I was thinking about this
No.
question.
Do the same question in a different way based on what I told you.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Okay, right, and then FF inverse. Okay, you are now correct. Now press your calculator lah. And then check it with the graph that you have lah. Right, 60 degree, please, the degree. So does it make sense for the answer to be 60 degree? Does it make sense according to the graph? Well, that takes some time to answer. You're not sure that you're correct, really? Or not?
I don't know how to check with the graph. Like, I don't understand how to do that.
Okay, let me explain the connection between the algebra and the graph because they are very intimately connected, just that they don't discuss lah. Now, when you do cosine inverse half, right? That's what you did, right? You get x. This means...
Cos 60 is half. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
right?
just did that. And
you just did that. Yes, precisely. Let me put it another way. Cosine 60 becomes half is going from the x-axis into the y-axis, right? From 60 to half. Correct? Cosine inverse is the other way around. I cosine inverse half. I go from the y into the x-axis. That's cosine inverse going from y to x. Cosine go from x to y. I hope this is not confusing.
No, I get it.
Right. Then my problem with you is that you only get 1 mark here. That's my problem. The graph is clearly telling you something and you don't read it. Remember, one more time, you're going from half 0.5 y-axis to x, right? You are doing that here. But you are not looking at the graph. The graph hint you don't take. That's why you only get 1 mark.
But I thought we didn't have to use the graph.
The presentation of the work requires no graph. In fact, if you use the graph, he won't accept presentation-wise. Thinking-wise, we're free to do whatever we want. I'm applying to your thinking right now.
Okay.
Not the presentation. Again, one more time. The word solve means don't present to me graph. Okay, but thinking-wise, anybody can do anything, right? Now, you're not getting what I'm saying here. Half, trace the half, go to the half, finger go to half, right? Don't use pen, don't use pen. Go to half, the half. No, that go to the right. Go. Stop there.
Oh.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why you get only 1 mark. That's why.
Yeah.
Because you didn't make up for the calculator's weakness. That's what we cover in holiday tuition, right? Your calculator has a weakness. You need to cover it by graph or by whatever. Aryan, for 7 marks, do you know how to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, parallelogram, right? Like this thing is parallel, that thing is parallel, those kind of thing, right? So your answer would be 300. Now you can check the answer 300 by doing, cosine 300, right? And
Yeah.
you shouldn't forget the degree symbol. That's a no-no because radian is coming.
All right.
Right. So kindly check cosine 300 first using the calculator. Okay, wonderful. Now, I think it's very positive and fair to say that the graph is helping you solve. Correct?
Yeah.
It's very fair, right? So I think you carry this lesson in the future. They won't give you the graph next time. But I think you drawing your own graph will be very helpful. That's what I feel. Okay.
Okay.
Any other question?
I mean,
If
now
not,
that
then
I've got
moving on.
this.
Yeah, then moving on.
Okay, this is really simple. I can just skip that.
Yes, that number is correct, and that's wrong. Tangent 30 is 1 over root 3. Just say.
Oh.
That's a memorization thing. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh yeah, yeah.
and cosine 30 is definitely that. So the answer will be. I don't like your answer. The reason is because you missed the opportunity to simply cancel the root 3 at the start. I feel you are just taking one step more than necessary. That's what I feel. I feel the first step in our mind should be cancellation. Like if you see that already, just cancel, right? Right? There is no bonus or necessity in writing root 3 over root 3. Can yeah?
Yeah.
Right? Does your teacher do that? Is that why you do this?
No, it's like I don't know. I'm always worried about working marks.
No, there are no working marks here.
Yeah, it's a 2-mark question.
For this one, no, yeah. For this one, no. Confirm, no. Confirm, no. Right? Okay. Now please solve that. Please solve the next one. Aryan, could you please move up? Are you okay so far? Just checking.
I'm kind of stuck.
All right. Okay. Would you mind zooming out a little bit? Zooming out. Yeah. Nice. A little bit more. Okay. So what you're doing is to find the gradient of BD. I don't understand actually how you find the gradient of BD. Oh, by the PE lah, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Fine. Then you find the equation of BD. I can understand that totally. Right. And then what are you trying? What were you trying to do with equation of BD?
I think I was trying to like, since these both intersect, the intersection of these two lines is D.
So you're trying to intersect, for example, AB with BD lah,
Yeah.
right? But you don't have AD, right?
Yeah.
So a bit sad lah, right? Anything else that you can do?
I don't think you can use the perimeter.
I think, let me think carefully.
Sorry?
I think you can and you should. I think. So at this point, equation of BD, I think is useful. That's just to encourage you. Okay. I think now is the time to use the perimeter. I mean, it's 7 marks, right? We're supposed to break these 7 marks into don't know how many steps. That's the challenge already. So assuming that perimeter is not used is probably not a great advantage for you, considering that 7 marks, so many steps.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying the easier ones. That one correct, cannot. Maybe you want to try other easier one. Or if you run out, you must use the parameter already, even though you might not know how at the start. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. This is a good last question for today. We don't have much time. Please do what you want to do. Now, how did you know that it's going to be in quadrant 2, Aditya? 180 minus 45. How did you know that?
Because this is positive and
Okay.
sine is in the unit circle. This is all positive.
Oh, they teach you all science teacher are crazy already.
This is tan positive and this is
okay, cosine positive. Yeah.
Cosine positive.
So they already taught you all science teacher are crazy.
What now?
ASTC, all science teacher are crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I agree with you. Yeah, you're still skipping the symbol, which is not good. Wonderful answer, though. Okay, good. Okay, moving on. Question 4. Notice that this is the reverse of question 1. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
So it's more likely for this to happen than question 1, but both are to be understood.
Possible.
Yeah. So let's see whether you can answer it. Remember what I said, yeah, about the period. Right? Aryan, are you skipping that question?
Yeah.
Okay, would you like to do that for today? We have very little time. Would you like to do that?
Sorry?
The 7-mark question.
Yeah.
Okay, move back. Now, please calculate the length of AB. Very quickly.
AB.
Yes, AB.
AD or AB?
AB.
Yeah.
Because AB, the only thing you have 2 points, man. The rest I don't think can. Okay, should be a nice number. Okay, Aditya, I give you your A. Now, how about your B? Again, the normal period for a sine is
180.
why do you
360.
keep saying
360.
180? Yeah, yes, 360, 360. Now this is 90.
No, because
This is
this is our school worksheet,
uh-huh.
and it goes to 180.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you know that 180 is not a complete graph, right? There's still the valley. You cannot just say the
I
sine
labeled
graph
it
is
wrong.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, right. Because it doesn't make sense to say that the period is 180 because the graph is not yet complete, right? Right, correct or not?
That is my fault.
Yeah. So Aryan, you have 13, ma. Perimeter 46. You know, do something. Do something quickly. Do something.
Is it 1/8?
Oh, goodness me, no, please don't do that. Okay, first, no, you forget, please just simply forget everything is also wrong, right? 90 is shorter than 360, right?
Oh,
Correct?
it's 1/4. Oh, no, it's just 4.
It's just 4, yeah. You're fitting 4 in.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good, thank you. Okay, Aryan, so you can find the length of AB and BC, lah, right? Okay, so this is also covered in holiday tuition, right? If you use inverse, will you be able to give what they want?
Yeah. No.
You forget your holiday tuition, right? If you use inverse, you get an ugly number, right?
Yes.
That's not wrong from the calculator. That's not wrong, but you will never get the exact value of sine x. Nothing wrong with the calculator. The calculator is just limited that way. Do you understand the nature of this question first? If you just rely on the calculator, because sometimes you need to, right? But most of the time, you do need to make up for the weakness of the calculator. At this point, I don't think you can make up for it because the demand is an exact value. Does all this make sense first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to quote a word for you, learning from the holiday tuition, is you're supposed to use the triangle. Ring any bell?
Is it the
You still remember the triangle?
Yeah. I think.
Okay, I'm just going to write draw it for you, so just to remind you. This is your quadrant 1, right? Correct. 0 to 90. Yeah.
Yep.
So drawing 1, 3, right? That's hypotenuse and adjacent, right? Adjacent and hypotenuse, so 1 and 3, correct?
Uh-huh.
This is root 9 minus 1, so root 8, right?
Yeah.
So your sine x, I'm saying that this is my x, is equals to opposite over adjacent. What would that be?
Opposite over adjacent. So I thought it would be opposite over hypotenuse.
You're correct. Opposite of hypotenuse. Sorry.
So root A over 3.
There, my exact answer. I mean, it should be rewritten as that, but that's the exact answer. And I did not touch the calculator one bit. In this case, I'm not even making up for the weakness of the calculator. I'm just ignoring the calculator in it all the way because of the demands of the question. Some cases you have to. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna redo it. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. Again, this all stems from the weakness of the calculator and the fact that we can be better than the calculator. I think that's a good way of seeing it. Aryan, are you stuck so far with the 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you do this, right? So the D, right? Now you have the length of AD and you can use it somehow, I think. Right? You can use it somehow, right? So you put XD, comma, YD, correct? Just to say that I don't know XD and I don't know YD, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then you can write, XD minus 5. You do the Pythagoras law, basically.
Oh.
Right? Can you do that first? That's our starting point of using the 10, right? At this point, at least you have some idea that I think we are supposed to use the perimeter, right? Correct. At this point, right? So let's try to use that first. Right? So later you go up after you return this. Okay, Aditya, you need to simplify the root 8 into a simpler set form. So that's just a presentation issue. Let me see your cert. All right, wonderful. Right, you understand so far?
Yeah.
Right. Understand that different questions have different ways of overcoming the weakness of the calculator. If you understand that, yeah, if that is what you can understand, that's very good. That's what they're trying to do. And they will find ways for you to not rely on the calculator. They will whack you because that's, I guess, the learning point. If you can just do calculator, then for what?
Yeah.
To be fair, this does make you better than calculator if there's nothing else. Understand? Huh? You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Arya, on the bottom, could you show me? Go to the bottom, please. What you have written, isn't that a circle equation? Correct? Isn't that very similar to a circle equation?
Yeah.
Because circle equation is Pythagoras. If you never realize that, Pythagoras and circle equation is just the same. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is a circle. Instead of looking at it as a Pythagoras, today I'm asking you to look at this as a circle. You have a circle. This circle is radius 10 with the center of A. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Correct. That's what you do. So you have a circle and you have a line. Correct.
Oh, so D is the...
D is the intersection of the circle and the line. Does that make sense?
Oh, so like DA the radius.
What's the AD is the radius? Yeah, A is the center, AD is the radius. So circle. And then D is therefore the intersection between the circle and the line that you have. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? Okay, voila, please do so. Okay, Aditya, I'm surprised that you're stuck here because I know that you could do the tangent 30 and the times what the question 3 or something like that. This is not
Yeah.
very different, right? Not that different. But 90 plus 45 won't help you. Why are you doing all this, right? I like your 360 minus 60. I like that a lot. I plus 45 will help you. Are you saying that tangent 90 plus 45 is tangent 90 plus tangent 45? Is your
Oh
brain
wait, it's
trying to do
180
that again?
minus 45.
Wonderful. Because I thought for a while that your brain is trying to factorize, trying to expand that. Okay, that
we
looks a
go.
lot. That looks a lot more promising.
So tan 180 is 0.
Oh my goodness. And yet, after doing all this, you still want to do tangent 180 minus tangent 45, isn't it? And yet, after all the good things that you have done, you are trying to expand that bracket, isn't it? Tangent 180 minus tangent 45. But I keep warning your brain. Brain, you're not supposed to treat that as a multiplication. Brain, you want to see it that way, but it is not okay. That's 180 minus 45 inside a tangent. You cannot expand it. Brain. The presentation is forcing your brain to think in a way that it feels right, but it's wrong. You still don't get what I'm saying, is it?
I understand, like I remember that it's not right.
Yeah, because this looks a lot like multiplication.
But I don't know how to do it right.
Look, in the question 2, cosine 60, look at question. Cosine 60, so happens the same thing, right? Cosine 60 and cosine 300 is the same thing. You're saying that you do not know how to do it right.
That.
It's because the graph, you're not relying on the graph. It's because of that. It's because that your brain doesn't think in terms of graph. But I keep teaching you graph for a reason. Because the graph solves everything. So cosine 300 is equal to cosine 60. That's the first thing, right? Okay, you write down the one first, the behind one first. So plus cosine 60, right? So the behind is done, cosine 60. Correct? Because 360 turns out to be the same value.
Yeah.
So your brain shouldn't be grasping for algebra. Your brain should be talking about now 180 minus 60. You should be talking about how does the graph look like? And therefore, 120 is equal to what? Unfortunately, the first one is wrong. Just bonkers. You're just not following my advice totally. You're just not looking at the graph. You're not even drawing a graph. You don't care about the graph. Now you quote cosine 300 equals to cosine minus 60, even though in the previous one you already know it's cosine 60. Your brain is just not doing what you're Aryan, is everything okay so far? Or is everything a mess right now?
Yeah.
Equation of BD is minus half. Can I see your BD one more time? If your BD is wrong, then can I see your graph one? Can I see your drawing one more time? It looks right. Then you put in 5 and 6. Okay, going up, please. Going up, moving up. Okay, wonderful. Okay, everything looks correct, right? So I'm just curious, Ariana, your Your BD is minus half x plus 8.5, right? Correct. Correct. Correct, right, Aryan?
Yeah.
How come in your bracket, in the circle one, you write down a very different thing? You write half x minus 8.5. I don't get that part. Why did you do that?
I took the minus out.
You took the minus out. You realize that there's a square, right? You realize that or not? There's a square or not? What are you doing? I don't know how you take it out, but the square, you're not respecting the square. You are sabotaging yourself that way. Is what I feel. Really, that's what I feel. Right? So Aditya, let's fix the easy one first lah. Cosine 300, is it equal to cosine 60 or cosine minus 60 according to the graph?
It will be cosine 60.
Right. So don't write down minus 60. I don't know why you do that, but I think the temptation is just wrong. Now, let's settle 120. Right? Of course, your teacher will do as 180 minus 60. Right? I'm going to ignore your teacher's method for a while. Look at the sign graph. Where is 120? Just identify where 120 is in your graph. 120 is very close to 180. You must be joking me, right? All right, it's closer to 90 than 180. That makes sense, right? Now you go up lah. You go from the 120 x-axis to the y-axis. Just go lah. Go up, go left, right? Go up and then go left. Go left and go meet the y-axis, right? And just like that, you're cutting the graph at another point, right? Where is that?
That looks like 30.
Which is closer to 0 than 90, correct?
Yeah.
Except that this is supposed to be a mirror image, right? The 120 is close to 90 and yet 30 is far from 90. Does that make sense? Mirror image wise. It's a mirror image, right?
Yeah.
120 close to 90. So I think the other mirror image should also be close to 90. Does that make sense?
Which other mirror image?
Oh, goodness. Right. So Aditya, you're looking at the Jamboard page 13, yeah? So I'm drawing the sign graph bigger lah, just to emphasize the mirror image. So see, this is 90, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say I use the 90 as the mirror. Let's just say so 120 is here, correct? Trace. So like that, right? If this is 30, no, Aryan, sorry, Aditya. This is also 30, correct? Right? Mirror image.
Yeah.
So 30 degree doesn't feel like this guy. That guy doesn't feel like 30. Are you sure it's 30
60.
degree? 60. Now, even with the graph, you can still test using a calculator, you know. Is sine 120 actually equal to sine 60? Just test using a calculator. Aryan, are you okay so far? You found it, right? That was the problem, isn't it? That was the problem. I won't advise you on how to take out the minus. I won't, right? I think you don't need to do that. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So you have shown 7 marks for you. New experience.
Yep.
Right. So if you want to move on, go ahead. I mean, time is almost up. Oh my goodness, time is more than up. Right. Aryan, if you want to rest now, I think you should just rest now. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Aditya, so time is up. Are we clear? Sine 120 is equal to sine 60, not sine minus 60?
Yes.
This whole process is not naturally what we will do, correct? You cannot just leave it to your brain to do the automatic stuff. I just want to say that. You are fighting against your instinct. Everybody is. Okay, so I'll leave the tangent 135 to you. I can tell you that minus 45 is wrong. That's what I can tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you on when? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
All
Same
right.
time.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan,
Uh-huh.
what do you think about Michael just now?
Okay lah, but
Mhm.
okay lah, I think okay lah. Better than usually. At
Mhm.
least he knows what topics he needs to revise on now.
Meaning for paper 2, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, because I tell him to list down first.
yeah. I know. I was looking at the list, so it's okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that means he actually didn't revise that. He doesn't have time. He didn't use that list like before we meet, for example.
Oh,
Right. That is, I have to tell him to use the list. So hopefully that will definitely change for O level, right? Okay. Right. He also said that he is definitely rusty in logarithm, that's why he requested of you. He also wants to practice discriminant, but I don't think he managed to do that, isn't it?
no, not really.
Right. So only logarithm lah.
Oh, we did integration also.
Okay. All right. Okay. You think he's just okay lah? Not bad lah. Okay. All right. So just want to know that. Okay. All right. So okay. Thank you very much. I'll see you on Thursday.
Okay.
All right. Hey, wait. I'm sorry. So is the drawing pad okay?
No, it didn't work. It doesn't work.
So it's still having that problem for you.
You want to see? Do you see?
Yeah. I should. Let me see the mic. Michael. Page
16.
Okay, let's go to page. Oh yeah. Oh, that must be very annoying.
Yeah, I mean it's like can write but it just looks very ugly for them.
Yeah. And again, it must be very annoying. You know what? Never mind. So let me just check that your drawing pad is the HS64, is it?
I think so.
Okay. So I'm just going to check my stock. If there's one new one, I'll just send you immediately. Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Yeah.